Yeah, well, yeah. So shout it out, man, air it out, man. Yo, my fault, man. We're gonna see how this thing work now, man, cause sorry for the technical difficulties and all that, but yeah, this thing was going crazy. I don't know what the hell was going on. Oh, I think this is why. Oh, ain't this about a bitch. All right, yo, I got y'all. All right, boom. See how this thing go now. Well, cause I don't know why I couldn't hear you. Uh, yo, it's better now. Y'all can hear me now. I'm better now. Shout it out, air it out. What up? I'm better now. Yo, Drew, I just sent you the link. I just sent it to you. Damn. All right, weak. So I'm good. All right, so we sturdy. All right, y'all can hear me better. All right. Hey, yo, you can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I'm good. You
Yo,
can
I
hear me?
apologize, man. That was on my end, man. Yo, I apologize to the peoples, man. Yo, that was on my Smurf, man. Yo, you hear me? It's all good though. But yo, we here now. Yo, man, shout it out, man. Air it out. Listen, I gotta say, man, I appreciate you for listen. Anytime somebody is willing to, to come on the platform and to air it out and not, because you gotta realize something. You know what I'm saying? This is for the world to see. You feel me? It takes a lot of heart, a lot of courage, B. You know what I mean? To, tell one story. So I commend you for that. And you got an ill story. And for those who don't know, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna get to know. But my boy Drew Bangz, you know what I'm saying? From Long Island, out of Amityville. Your introduction is here. You know what's going on, man. Welcome to Shout It Out, man. Shout it out, baby. What's going on?
Shout it out, Rod Smurf, man. I appreciate you having me, man. Let me come through, drag my mink a little bit, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no doubt. Yo, so look, right? I like to say this too before we start with the interview, right? I want to say
Yeah,
this. I like to shout out to my boy Dre, man. Respect the grind. He sent me a hoodie. Fire.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna wear it because next week my birthday, so I'm gonna wear it on my
That's
birthday. I'm
yo.
definitely
Big
gonna
shout
shout it
out to
out.
Dre.
So you know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out.
Big shout out to Dre. Respect the grind. Yo, the hoodie's fire. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
family right there. He been putting out fire for years, man. That's another young black entrepreneur from the
That's a
hood
fact, yo, man. Yo,
that been
I'm
putting it
loving
on,
it.
man.
I'm
Shout
loving
it
it.
out.
Shout it out, any from the hood. So I gotta rep that. So listen, man. I told you we gonna do a podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but for the Facebook Live, you know what I'm saying. I felt like I wanted to get more in depth. You know what I'm saying. Like I wanted to get more into your background. You know what I'm saying. For
Right.
those who don't know. So you from Amityville. So let's start there first. Let's start about your upbringing. You from Amityville. You know what I mean? Like let's give us a little bit about that. Touch on that. Your upbringing.
Born and raised in Amityville. My whole family from Amityville. I'm from Ronald Drive. That's where I grew up at.
North
Um,
Side.
well, yeah, that's where I grew up at. Like I said, man, the regular Amityville environment. Like I grew up in I want to say a
Great, I love you, boy. Shout it out.
real competitive environment too. Dudes like Dre from Respect the Grind. He was a little bit older, but I was always at it with dudes like that growing up on a basketball tip, football tip. Shout out Daryl the Pass as well. So um yeah, basically like that, man. Like basketball, sports, the neighborhood kind of consumed me coming up, man. Word. That's why it's like I kind of give it everything that I got right now because it meant so much to me when I was coming up because there was a lot of people from Amityville that kind of poured into me. You feel me?
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. But we on way back, boys. Like from the camera, we not close up to the camera. I don't know, but I'm gonna say this, right? So all right, so now, um, when you was growing up in Amityville, right?
Hmm.
What was the things that was your like your biggest influences?
My
Because
biggest
I
influences,
see that you play ball and all that. You know what I'm saying with
right?
the Mac and all that. You know, so growing up in Amityville, like what was your like? You know, what was your experiences like? You know, seeing what was your influences, the things that that you gravitated to.
Man, like that's that's a good question right there, Smurf. I was always gravitated to the sports and stuff like that. Obviously, football when I was younger, but basketball as I got a little bit older, I kind of got good on that. Shout it out, Mike. I appreciate that. Um, Once I got a little bit better with basketball, that kind of, you know what I'm saying, I walked into that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, um, yeah, that's pretty much it right there, Smurf. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was the impact. Sweets, he was from the neighborhood. He had a very, very, very big impact on my life. Very, very big impact on my life. That's what kind of somewhat gave me this vision with the basketball. I used to be with him all the time. He going to print up the T-shirts for the tournament in the park. We going out to Hempstead, the Kennedy Park. We going out to Queens, the Freaky Tie Day. Just different basketball entities, different things in the culture. Just seeing how to move. Everybody respected him. He got along with everybody. He showed everybody love, and he was a real, figure in every neighborhood
No
that he
doubt,
went into.
no
So,
doubt.
you
R.I.P.
know,
Sweets. He definitely was, definitely was.
that really, that really moved me as a kid to see that. So, that was a big influence. Like I had a lot of older brothers, AB, Dre, Aaron. They really influenced me a lot as well. AB kind of influenced me with a lot of the wronger things you would say because he was kind of shaking and moving when I was coming up. So as any kid, that's what you want to gravitate to, like the cool brother. You feel me? So I
Yeah,
learned a lot from him, good and bad. And as I got older, I seen that he really, really cared about me as well. Like he's somebody that invested a lot of time, invested a lot of energy, invested a lot of wisdom. That's why I'm kind of sturdy and sharp right now. So shout out to all three of them, man. They played a real big part on my upbringing too, and just the neighborhood, bro. Like the neighborhood when I was coming up, the neighborhood kind of held you accountable. So like the older people would kind of tell you, bro, like listen, you moving the wrong way, bro. Stay in line. So shout out to dudes like Shawnee B. Shout out to my old head Craig, man. The list goes on. I don't want to remember miss nobody, but
yeah.
shout out to everybody that played their part. God bless the dead, John DePass. Shout out Jacob Nixon. Shout out to everybody from the Drive, Rob Carpenter, Tommy Benjamin. Man, it was like I said, it was a hood community thing for me. So now I mean, everybody showed me love coming up still to this day. That's why the park looked like that. So it's a blessing to be where I'm from. You heard? That was a
Okay.
good question, Smoke.
No doubt. I like you said, like boom, you coming up, you got all these influences, and it seems like it's the right influences because you playing ball. Um, it seems like you got the right mentors.
Right.
How so? When did that change? When did that kind of like your life kind of like swerved from the mentorship that dude was giving you the game to where it's like you were part of the streets, like you on a different mission. When did that? When did that elevate? When did that part?
I mean, that part kind of was always there because of the friends that I had. It was just like people that kind of like know me personally. That's not really like a surprise to them. It's people that don't really know me like that. That'll just be like, yo, this was something that was kind of like new. You get what I'm saying? But that was like always kind of like an influence that was kind of like around me. Like I told you who my older brother was. Like little Charlie grew up in a house right across the street from me. Lawndale, Shawntane, A-Dog. So there was a lot of different influence that I seen that, you know what I'm saying, that kind of pulled me in that direction. But uh, the way that I kind of maintained myself, I was saying that once that pull came, like I said, it was a little bit different. That's why I kind of like, I mean, I go about it through a different type of way, if you understand what I'm saying.
Mm, 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 mm.
Yeah.
So, all right. So again, so now, because it's a time now where your name is not mentioned amongst the ball players to playing the ball.
Right, right.
You
I see
know,
where you
you
going. I
know,
see
you
where
know, you
I
know the
see where
same
you
things
going.
that you was speaking about, right? Because at one time, this was your influence, right? The basketball, right?
Absolutely.
You know, and you probably felt like you could make it. You got a jump shot. Shit probably ain't better than mine, but you got a little jumper. We're gonna talk about that a little later. You know what I'm saying? But you got a little jump shot, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Right, you know what I'm saying? But look, right, so you go through that phase. So what I'm saying, when you make the transition now, because
It
now it's
was
like you
always
not
like,
known from like this ain't
nah,
Drew.
it was
This ain't
always,
Drew the ball player.
nah, that's what I'm saying. It's just different positions of leadership. You feel me? I was always a leader. So wherever I was at the time, I was a leader. So I happened to be there. I was a leader. You get what I'm saying? So that's just what that was.
Okay. So what put you back? Because like I said again, you gotta realize something, right? From 2002 or
Hmm.
2015, I'm locked up. I'm gone, right?
Right,
So the only thing, like being in prison, the only thing you do is, like I said, you hear things,
right.
you hear, right? And we ain't
Hmm.
gotta get into this and that. But what I'm saying, but you hear certain things, right? So my thing is though is that the things that I'm hearing about Drew Bangs. Now Drew Bangs that I was
Right,
hearing about, he wasn't shooting a jump shot. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
He
right,
wasn't mentoring dribbling the basketball. Yeah,
right,
that wasn't Drew. Nah, I'm just saying. Listen, maybe they was leaving that part out. That's what I'm trying to say. Like when the because all this is like a transition. I want to show from how you came up to the transition from the bullshit to where you at now. Because all that's a process. And I want
right,
everybody to see the process. This is what I'm trying to say. I don't want to miss nothing. Because
right.
like
Got you. Nah,
we out here talking real shit. This is because this is our lives, this is experiences, and this is real shit. And we gotta held
right,
accountable, right?
right.
So if we
Absolutely.
giving it back to the peoples, we gotta be accountable. Like we got history, we got actions, we got things that we done. Gotta held
Absolutely.
accountable for, good and bad. So this is what I'm trying to say. I don't want to miss nothing. So what I'm saying, the Drew Bangs that I was hearing about,
Right,
right, was in these streets. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Wasn't on these courts. I
right,
want to
right,
speak about that time and that moment. What swayed you to say, you know what? Fuck the basketball. I'm not chilling on the court. I'm a. If I
right,
do, it's gonna be a little bit.
right,
But I'm gonna
right,
spend my time on this. What got you in that? That's I want to know that mind state to put you in that, and then what made you the moment that you said, nah, I'm done with this. That's what I want. I want to hear about that. I want to.
absolutely. Another good question. Just really, like I said, in that aspect, man, being caught up with in like the wrong situations, really being a follower, not really knowing my worth. You get what I'm saying? Like putting time and the energy. Like I said, anything I ever did, I was a leader in it. So, just putting my time and energy into that, it just was kind of counterproductive to everything that I was doing, and it was counterproductive that everything was going on in my community. You feel
Mhm.
me? So
Yeah.
it wasn't something that I kind of wanted to continue. I seen how much of the influence was affecting the younger people that was around me. So I felt like while I'm still young enough and I still got influence, people still respect me. I could kind of switch it up into a positive, like kind of show everybody love. You feel me? Show everybody like, yo, you could change. It's a possibility to make a honest living from entrepreneurship, from buying and selling goods. So that's something that I just wanted to do. You heard?
Yeah. Okay. And when you was all right, so now look, when you was trying to bring, I guess you could say you brought a lot of peace to the hood, a lot of things like you said, like you wanted to end the turmoil. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to dead a lot of shit. Doing all that, what's the parts like yo like you regret most about when you remember the times that you was in that lifestyle. When I'm saying like, what are the times that you regret most? Like you was like, damn, when you think about it, like how dumb I was, or whatever. You might not think like that. Like, what are your
Just
thoughts?
ignorance, bro. Like I said, like me and you done had conversations with people that we grew up with, to where like the relationship is kind of
Peace.
severed. It's kind of
Shout it
severed.
out. Peace.
The relationship is kind of severed just on some, like a ignorant beef that never was really about nothing anyway. Just a lot of, young testosterone, ego. That's why, like, a big saying with me right now, ego is the enemy. You know what I'm saying? I check all of that at the door before I go out in the morning. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that, man, seeing relationships really being severed, losing a lot of people to it. I lost a lot of people to it, bro. I lost a lot of people to it, whether it's death or in jail. So just seeing that happen, seeing a lot of, my peers that I really, really grew up with stuck, you know what I'm saying? I ain't want to be like that, bro. I seen that it was optionless in the streets. Like, it was only but so much that I was going to be able to, like, you know, scale with. You get what I'm saying? So it was like, it was short. Then I had the opportunity to kind of see other things, like, you know what I'm saying, once I got into the park. And that's when I was like exposed to, like, oh, this is what's going on, bro. Like, we really got to get the community together because it's a bigger game. We split up beefing with this side and that side, and that's going into more they grand scheme of things. You feel me? If we could be consolidated, we could be together pushing for things together, and I'm saying, for the betterment of the community as one. But we dividing and beefing, and you got this side, and this one not liking this one, and this one doing this to this one. So it's just segregated. So I really wanted to provide a space, and I'm saying that I knew it was a proven fact that it could happen. You feel me? Because when I was growing up, I used to see the park vibrant like that when Sweets had it, to where everybody could come down there, and it's like a no-fly zone. You get what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
that's what that was really about.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
that answer your question.
No, no, no. It definitely summed it up. Was lead me to my next question. Do you feel like you got more support and more love when you was in the streets than when you told dudes like, yo, I'm going in this direction, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna go in this direction. It makes more sense. It's positive, you know what I'm saying? And it's more and it's gonna pay off in time. Do you feel like
Absolutely,
you
absolutely. I
got more
mean, you gonna get hate at anything you do, but, like, it opened my eyes again to the type of hate. Like, you think, like, coming up, when you outside, you think like hating is something like, yo, a person hating on me because I got a chain, a person hating on me because I fly, a person hating on me because I got a car. And when I really, like I said, I crossed over into, with the basketball thing, then dibbling into the politics and kind of corporate America a little bit, I seen that, our people really got issues, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's hating on every level, and we make it hard for ourselves. You feel me? We make it so much harder for ourselves than it needs to be. So it's like, once I kind of was exposed to that, that made me even go even harder as far as, like, pushing positivity in my community. If I see somebody that's not sturdy, when I'm speaking to a young black brother, really letting them know the obstacles that we up against, letting them know that, yo, they got a space for you, bro. Like, this is temporary. They got a space for you that they feeling. All of us, with mass incarceration is real, bro. The prison to school pipeline is real, and it's happening in front of us at real time. So it really be,
shut it up?
my sole responsibility. Like, if I see somebody in Amityville that's not sturdy, a young black kid that's going the wrong way, and I see that he got the potential, you feel me? It's my sole responsibility
Shut
to
it out.
to to give them that information. You feel me?
Baby, shut it out. Yeah, now and I respect that, you know what I'm saying, to the fullest because when you when you know like when somebody heart is really in something, right? When it's like I'm not it's not like I'm gaining financial, you know what I'm saying, financially. It's not like, yo, nigga, I'm doing this for the money. Like I'm doing this because yo, my heart is in change. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's the part like I was saying, like how that feeling was when it was like when I was out here gang banging, you know what I'm saying, running wild, I had the support, I had the love. But when I'm doing something positive, you know what I'm saying, I'm changing lives, you know what I'm saying, in that
Hmm.
direction where it's like,
But
it's
see,
actually making
I
sense.
don't want you to get it twisted neither. Like, don't get it twisted neither, because the support that I get from the real Amityville community, like the real community, is unmatched, bro. It's unmatched. Whether anytime I drop a thing of merch, I'm selling out. Anytime we opening up the park, it's popping. Like, they trying to put regulations on the park, and on top of that, like, Amityville held it down. You feel me? It was never a situation with an Amityville person, and this is why I was so hands on with it, to where if I seen somebody from the hood getting into a situation in the park with somebody, I could run down and diffuse that. I'd rather me and you get into that situation because I know that it's not gonna go nowhere. The worst it'll be we wrestle, you curse me out or whatever the case may be. The next day I can holler at you, yo, bro, listen, it's a bigger picture, bro. I got this park, it's 1,000 people in here. We trying to keep this situation going on for the neighborhood. We trying to put on. So just really, maturing, me coming into a more mature man, you know what I'm saying, realizing what's going on. Also kind of thinking for other people now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the part that right now I'm understanding more than anything is like, yo, you got to really think for other people, specifically in the neighborhood that we come from, because we limited the resources, bro. It's not a lot of opportunity for people. It's not a lot of motion. You feel me? So if somebody sees something that look like motion, they feeling some type of way. So it's just like really being on the ground, really physically being in the park for the people to see you and touch you and know that you really there, and it's a real thing. So that's what it's more so about. You heard?
Yeah, and in your journey doing this, right? With the Mac, right? What joy did it bring to you when you seen like your idea, this idea that you have for your community, like you actually seeing it done? Like, how was that feeling? Like, how did you feel? Like when you sat, but did you ever sit back and be like, wow, like I'm really doing this shit? Like, it's really happening.
Nah, not really, bro, because it's still a lot of work to be done. You feel me? It's still a lot of work to be done. I feel good when it's over and nothing happened at the end of the night. That's when I be feeling good. But as far as like just seeing it really coming to fruition, it's still a lot of work that need to be done. It's a lot of enhancements I want to see done to the park. It's a lot more players that I actually want to see come through the park and actually suit up. So, you know, um, it's just the vision is just always getting bigger. You feel me? I'm
Yeah,
always, it's about scaling and automating for me. So I just want it to be the biggest thing possible. So it's I'm thankful that it's in motion, and we went through a couple hiccups last summer to where we was slowed up. So I'm thankful that it's in motion and we back, and the community got something to look forward to. June 20th, 2026, opening night at the Mack, year 10. You know what I'm saying? We've been at it for a decade now, year 10. So, it's gonna be a big thing, man. Big thing for the neighborhood, big thing for Amityville, big thing for Long Island.
yo, but and take us through that process because a lot of us don't understand, and I want the people to understand because I know a little bit about it because me and you was on the phone. A
Hmm.
lot of times, how we do, and but let the people know the process because I want the people to understand like how your heart be into this. Like it's not like I said again. Like you really be serious about changing lives. Like let
Right.
the individuals know like the processes that you had to go through. You know what I'm saying? To even have a Mac 10. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. So,
That's
you know,
important.
it was when I started in 2017, like the park really wasn't being used like that. You feel me? As far as like basketball, it was almost deserted. So to give you context to the situation what I was getting myself into when I went to the town in 2017, they said that they don't give permits to Boulder Mac Park. You get what I'm saying? So that was like one blockade. And I always say to myself, like, yo, I got tough skin, you feel me? But I know a lot of different people that I grew up around, they wouldn't have really like been able to push like that. It would have been a argumentative situation. It would have been a beef, you feel me? And that's what I learned as far as like communicating with people. You get more things accomplished, and that's how my relationship kind of opened up with the town of Babylon and Supervisor Rich Schaefer, to where we kind of got the keys in Boulder Mac Park. You see, we turn the lights off and on when we want to. We pretty much was in there from the sun up to kind of sun down. So it was a good thing for the community. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
it
no
was
doubt.
actually showing growth. You feel me? Like a lot of people from the community was really supporting, and when I say support, they was making it happen as far as the the operation of Boulder Mac Park, because people just see people going in the park playing basketball and think that it's lit, and that's how it happened. Like it got to be somebody that's cleaning up, it got to be somebody that's setting up, it got to be somebody that's working the clock, it got to be somebody that's on the mic, you know what I'm saying? All of that. So, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot that go into that. So I gotta shout them out too, man. Shout out Danielle Wilson. She's like my director of operations with Boulder Mac Park, where she getting all of the day-to-day stuff done, from scheduling to permit meetings to all of that. So shout her out. Shout out my man John Williams from Benjo. He do the clock all the time. And that's major. Like somebody just sitting in there all day
Yeah,
tallying up the
yeah,
points.
that's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? He's very passionate about the kids too. So that's why I gotta shine light on a lot of these people, because without them, you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't happen. And also shout out the community of Amityville, bro. Like I said, like they made this process easier too for me. You feel me? A lot of situations that was happening in the park, a lot of people will break up fights. And I'm saying, nah, we can't let this happen, bro. We in the park, bro. Like, shout out Miss Tanya Carpenter. If it's a piece of garbage on the floor in the park, you feel me? She there to pick it up almost before it hit the floor. Real talk. Any night that we leave in the park, she making sure it's spick and span. So it's a real sense of community pride, you feel me? It's giving us something to identify with. So they outside with a Boulder Mack Park shirt on and Jersey, people telling them that they know what it is. They in the boroughs, they telling them they know what it is. So it's giving Amityville something positive, official to identify with, you heard?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, and that's something to be proud about, bro. And like I said, I tilt my hat to you because at the end of the day, like if anybody could do it, everybody be doing it. You know what I
Right.
mean? And for you to really be going full throttle with this, you know what I mean? 'Cause like I said, I remember a time when you was discouraged, even about going back to the Mac.
Facts.
I remember,
And that's
I
the
remember,
perks.
you
You
know,
you feel me, Smurf? I really didn't want to get into that with you, know what I'm saying, earlier. Not, I didn't want to get into it, but like I said, I like to kind of keep a lot of that stuff off record. But that's the perks of being from the neighborhood and actually being, involved in the grassroots at a point in time. You feel me? I feel like people kind of know my heart. They know that it's a genuine, thing. You feel me? Like, and they know I'm not discriminating. You feel me? I want everybody to pull up. You feel me? I want everybody to feel the love, because when people see that on the front line, it just trickles down. You feel me? And make people that's followers, because everybody don't got no problems with everybody, bro. It'd be one or two people that feel some type of way, and the rest of them is following. So when you could pull somebody up, yo, pull up, bro. Let's have a good time, man. Watch the game. I got floor seats for you, bro. Like, hey, go get something to eat. It's a vibe. And we just don't got no regular food in the park. We got
yeah,
lamb chops, lobster tails, lobster mac and cheese, man. Shout out Major Eats, man. Shout out Winnie Soul Food. It's a bunch of good stuff going on. So like I said, it's a vibe. So that's one of the perks of it that I feel like um made this a lot easier too. Really being from the grassroots, being able to talk to the
yeah.
players in the game that's in the community. You feel me?
Nah, 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 nah. And so like I heard you talk about politics a lot, right? A little
Mm-hmm.
bit. I want you to explain to the peoples, right, who's listening right now or will be watching, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
we always say about voting and we vote for our presidents. We understand that, right? But a lot of us don't even know who is our mayor in our own city, you know what I'm saying? Who our
Right.
representatives. Like, and these are the people that's important. These are the people that we should know about because we live in this community. You know what I mean? And I think that that's not, you know what I'm saying, preached about because like I said again, I didn't know a lot of things, right? Until I went to prison and I had to sit
Mm-hmm.
down and read, right? Like I'm being honest, like because information, you know what I'm saying, it's power, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if you got limited information, that's just what you're gonna be. Limited. You know what I
Right.
mean? And I feel like that in politics, you can explain to the people how important it is to know about your representatives in your neighborhood. Why is it important to vote for them? You know what I'm saying? It's like certain things that they may not understand, right? Because all you hear is vote for your president. Don't let Trump in, or whatever the case may be. But you don't hear about it's these people that make decisions every year in your neighborhood, and you don't even know who they are.
Yo,
And you,
that's another great question, Smurf. Like I tell you, bro, all the time. Like I like the way you articulate yourself on here. I could tell you did your homework. So, yo, that's another good question. Um, don't even talk about the presidential election. Like I said, Donald Trump or your city mayor. Let's talk about the local politics that affect our quality of life every day. Let's talk about our local school boards that affect our children's
I'll
education. And I'm saying
talk
that's where
about
they going to school at. So, you know, and we got to start looking at it because we just not in the game. You feel me? So you got to look at it like anytime it's a person from the neighborhood or somewhere, right, that just jump out. Yo, they the man, they got motion, he got a couple dollars, like the females just flocking to him, he got a situation, right? We feel some type of way about that, naturally. You feel me? A lot of people feel some type of way about it. Why? I don't know. You feel me? the politics as a community, we need to start feeling the same way about that and start really looking into the elected officials that are being elected when the elections are coming up. Why is this person running? Look into the background of this person. Where is this person from? So it's a lot of people that we got representing our community that's not necessarily from our community. You feel me? So, for example, right, re-entry is a big thing. It's a lot of brothers that was incarcerated at a time and came home at a time and coming home lost than they was before. You feel me? It's certain bills, there's certain legislations that you could go up to and fight for that. You feel me? So if you represent in this community and you're not really from the community, you don't really understand, yo, it's a large percentage of re-entry here. It's a large percentage of gang violence here. It's a large presence of drug activity here. When that happens, you know, people go to jail and they got to come home sometime. You feel me? So if it was somebody from our community that we knew, you know what I'm saying, and also that knew what was going on in the community, those type of things would be in place. You feel me? Just something as simple, like I said, we come from Amityville, one of the only schools that got 4 state championships for basketball in a row, got 2 football championships in a row, got a couple NBA players. Like going to the NBA, bro, is like a once in a million type of thing. You feel me? So that's like a person got a better chance of hitting the jackpot twice, they say, than going to the NBA. You feel me? And we got 3 NBA players right from our little neighborhood. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like we supposed to have activities from the youth to kind of harness that talent. You feel me? Shelton Jones didn't go to the NBA by accident. Mike James didn't go to the NBA by accident. AJ Price didn't go to the NBA by accident. These is all dudes from our neighborhood that grew up on the same blocks that we grew up in, played in the same park that we came up in. But at the time, it was structuring and programming for them kids at the time. So you got to think, you starting off at St. Martin's, CYO, 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade. From there, you going to the A Center with John DePaz. Then if you're good enough, you might get picked up for a different AAU team, Long Island Panthers, Gary Charles, so on and so forth. So when you look at what's going on in the community right now, it's not really too much processing for the kids. You get what I'm saying? Specifically, our young black men. You feel me? And that's why it's a sense of urgency on it, because I'm in the park 24/7 and I'm seeing what's going on with the kids. There's no critical thinking. There's no emotional maturity. It's a lot of lashing out emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Instead of really.
Yo, Prince, shout it out, baby boy. Shout it out. You know the vibe.
Shout out Prince Maps, man. Pull up some peace, man. He been doing a lot of good things in the community.
Yo, man, I've known him for over, when I met him, 2004, 2005.
Very, very good, brother. I gotta come pick up my hoodie from him, man. I gotta stop by the crib and pick my hoodie up, man.
Very good brother.
Very good brother, man.
That's my brother right there. He know that.
He doing some good things, man. He came down. We did a free clinic in the community for the kids. He came down, put him through a whole workout for me, gave him a whole speech. So shout out to him, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Southside, man. Southside stand up, man. Word, man. Definitely, man. That's my boy right there, man. Word. Yeah, that's my heart, man. Matter of fact, he the one that named me Young Ron. When I was going by Young Ron, that's a fact. Prince, we was in Sing Sing. That's a fact. A Block. That's a fact.
Shout it out. That's my guy right there.
Word. That's a fact. But yeah, because I believe that I'm not trying to say everybody should get into politics. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that, but we should all, out. Rich Payton, we should all understand. We should all understand the importance of.
Yeah, I'm not even telling everybody that they shouldn't get involved with politics, but you need to know that your civic responsibility, bro. It's simple.
No, and it's important.
Yeah,
it's
quality of life rights, man. So like I said, that's why I'm really pushing this agenda to our people, bro. I be at the school board meetings. I be encouraging people to go for the school board. This election that's coming up for the school board, I want to start tapping in with you with that too, so you can start bringing that to your platform and bringing awareness to the demographic that, we tapping into too. So, we know what's at stake.
Yo, man, anything we can do for you, bro, like I said, we all about positivity here, man. You know what I'm saying? We going to shout it out, man. You know what I'm saying? We going to shout it out loud, man. It's for the voiceless, bro. Yeah, and I feel like I said, we need that. Look, right? We understand right now, right, is that, we are getting wiped out. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as, information, as far as just out here going crazy, you know what I'm saying? Not knowing. And I used to be the guy who used to be like locked up. Who used to be like, man, fuck the hood, nigga. Like them niggas told
Hmm.
on me. Them niggas did all this to me. Like fuck them niggas. So what? But it's like when you got family from that, you know what I'm saying, from that community. How could you say fuck that? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
If you got love for your family, how could you say fuck that? And everybody in your community didn't fuck you over. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Because like you said, I remember like my community is a good community.
And
Like
it's like you got to look at the time. I think that it's all about timing, right? Because we don't really respect
shout it out.
evolution. We don't really respect change. So it's like I respect it when you like it's a thing going on right now where they saying fuck the streets, right? So I feel it's the point. The time that you say that is very important. You feel me? When you making that transition. So, for example,
Love you, Prince. You know that.
if you get caught up out here doing something that you're not supposed to be doing, and now you know the consequences and repercussions of this situation is causing you now you got to do some time or something, and now you backtrack and you become part of the state.
Yeah.
We can't respect that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
it's
a
a fact.
person
It's a
that's
fact.
really just wanting to change for himself, wanting to change for his community, really wanting to lead by example, I respect it 100% because it's just completely nothing positive coming from that. Like it's completely nothing that you could kind of leverage from that. It's nothing that you could scale with. That's worth anything of significance. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's only heartbreak that's coming from that. It's only pain. It's only losses. It's only deaths. It's only jail that's coming from that. So it's like, why would I even, or why would we even invest into that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Time is
Yeah.
the most important thing, bro. Time is way more important than money. You feel me? So it's
Yeah.
like if you giving something your time that ain't worth nothing, and that goes back to again what I said at the beginning of this conversation. We got to know our self worth. I know my self worth now. So there's certain spaces, there's certain things that I'm not even gonna involve myself with. You feel me? And us as black men, like it's urgent that we really find that in ourselves, bro, because we really here for a purpose. You feel me? A lot
Yeah.
of our youngest, vibrant, most influential people is getting cut short, bro. Like, so it's like we really gotta have a sense of urgency with this. You know what I'm saying? Pushing positivity, really changing the narratives and giving the young brothers something different to look up to. You heard? And I don't want to sound cliche. You feel me? Because we've been hearing this for years. You feel me? But we hearing it from the town now. Like you hearing it from somebody that was outside with you, somebody that seen the same stuff that you seen. I dodged the same type of turmoil that you did. I took the same type of losses that you did. You feel me? And I'm telling you, I see something different. You feel me? So
Yeah.
it's my sole responsibility to try to open our people's eyes, whether you from this side of the town, whether you from that side of the town, whether you banging this or you whatever it is, bro. It's my responsibility to give you this information. You heard?
Yo, and that's peace right there. That's peace right there. Yo, shout everybody out who want to live right now, man. Shout it out to everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Who want to live right now. Can you tell us a story of a time when like a young brother, just told you his story, like something that you like, that just stuck with you, and you
Absolutely.
was like, yo, if I mean, I don't know if you can, but if you know what I mean, would like to share, you know what I mean, like something that.
Yo, it's countless it's countless stories, man. It's a dude right
We free.
now, actually, bro. That's why I say like, your environment is just important. That you really selective of who you surround yourself with. You feel me? So um, it was a young boy from out in the Lakeview community I had met in the process of basketball and stuff like
Dope
that.
dealers to
So
hope dealers. I like that, Prince. Yeah.
yeah, so he telling me basically a story like, yo, this what I'm caught up with, this what I'm into. You know what I'm saying? And I want to do something different. You feel me? I want to do something different. I got an opportunity to play football. You feel me? So I tell him, I'm like, yo, get out of here. That's the best thing to do, bro. Yo, leave your neighborhood, bro. Get out of here. Don't even think about coming back unless you coming to see your moms. His first trip, he gets jammed up in a situation when he leaves there. You feel me? Ends up wiggling out of that situation. He finds a situation in Oklahoma now. You feel me? To go to school, get away. He ended up getting caught up there. You feel me?
Mm.
In a worse situation from before. And I really felt bad for the kid. You feel me? I felt bad for him. He called me one day. He like, yo, it's crazy what you be telling me, bro. And I really got to start listening. It's crazy that I'm in this situation right now. Dag, bro, I really got to watch who I surround myself with. You feel me? And
Yeah.
this is what he was telling me. So, and there's countless stories like that. I got a JPay full of messages, bro, from dudes. Yo, Drew, I should have listened to you, bro. Like, word, man, I'm sitting here sick right now, bro. I should have listened to you. And nobody tells. That's the thing. Nobody tells us about that part of it. You feel me? Like when you're away from your family, you sick, your mom playing tricks on you. Yo, I think my girl really out here creeping on me, bro. It's a mindset of madness, bro, that you gotta live in, you feel me? And we don't really tell the youth that what they about to get themselves into, the way that they be maneuvering around the neighborhoods and the things that they doing. So, like I said, it's a yin and a yang to that, and we gotta start explaining that to people. That's why I like your platform, Smurf, because you articulate yourself and you let people know the story, bro. You let people know what you came from, and that is opportunity in that. And you could get it out the mud. That's why I think this Shout It Out platform is really dope, bro, because it's bringing awareness to the community and it's giving the community a point to vent. I'm not on here venting. I really just want to bring awareness to the
Yeah,
hood. But
no, it's a fact.
I seen a couple guests that was able to come out there and really express their pain, and I think that that's dope. You heard?
And not only that, right? I show everything, the good and the bad, because I feel like everybody want authentic. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody who's like watching, who don't like talking, but like can be inspired to be like, damn, I see this nigga like he don't care. He come on there. Sometime he come on there looking nice. Sometime he come on there looking raspy, but he got a message though. You know what I'm saying? His message is always sharp. It's always clean. And as long as it's real, like I said, I feel like that I owe it to the people. Like again, um, I love what you're doing, and I really feel like that. You a big inspiration for me because you show me that like it can be done. You can change your life and go to another direction and be prosperous in it. Even though you don't know how that next direction may look, but you know like it's better, whatever is better than this shit. You know what I'm
But like
saying?
I'm telling you, it's all on who you surround yourself with. So again, prime example, right? You surround yourself with a bunch of gang members. You surround yourself with a bunch of drug dealers or people that's into that lifestyle. That's what you're gonna be. I was blessed enough to land with some people that was like really into different things. Man, shout out my business partner Danny Lloyd. That's somebody that I knew since I was like 8 years old. His family came and built that church right there at the top of Ronald Drive, that Freedom Chapel,
Yeah.
and
Oh, what? Oh, okay.
they had different basketball camps and all of that there back in the
I
day.
remember
So
that. Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
I met him there. So, like I said, me and him been locked in for like 25 plus, you feel me? So, being able to scale businesses with him and create different platforms and build different brands, it's a beautiful feeling. And I want everybody to be able to experience that feeling. This is why we be frontline in the way that we do. We just came back from Albany. Shout out to everybody that was out there in Albany. It was the 55th Black and Latino caucus. That's where all of the local electeds out here is going up to Albany to lobby for the money to bring back down here for our schools, our non-for-profit programs, everything that's going on in the community. So we went up there with the policy and culture platform. We caught 5 good interviews with some good elected officials, some pretty influential people out there. Shout out AUX and Nuxus. They provided us the space up there. Anytime that we up in Albany, that's where we gonna be shooting at. So shout
Okay.
out to Lisa
Okay.
Black and them that provided us with that, man. Very appreciative, you heard?
So, um, what are the like? Can you speak upon like the changes that you made to the Mac as far as for those that show like has any changes has been made
Yeah,
or is it
we always, like I said, we always leveling up. We always thinking of ways to evolve and scale. So I always knew that Boulder Mac Park was like a high risk thing because of the neighborhood. You get what I'm saying? Like a high risk thing. Um, I knew that something could possibly happen. So I was always pivoting. You feel me? I was
yeah,
always pivoting. So if something could happen, we on to the next. You feel me?
yeah,
So
exactly.
it's not really a change. It's kind of an addition to it. We got the Mack Academy. That's the student athlete incubator. Burger, shout it out, my God. That's the Student Athlete Incubator. It's an acronym for Making Athletes Career Knowledgeable, Mack, Making Athletes Career Knowledgeable. So it's a one-stop shop where the student athletes could come get the best. When I say the best athletic training, they're going to be able to get the best trainers. You feel me? That's in the
Okay.
game on the basketball tip. They're going to be able to
Okay.
get the best trainers, but at the same time, we giving them civic education. When I talk about civic education, is what we spoke about as far as learning about politics, not just the presidential thing, but really learning about the local elections, learning about the local electeds, learning what positions those are, having a relationship with your town supervisor, having a relationship with the county executive, having a relationship with the DA. Shout out to Suffolk County DA, Ray Tierney. I got him coming to meet with some kids, and we're gonna explain the judicial process. You feel me? I feel like that's something that the kids need to know,
Yeah.
especially coming from our
Yeah.
community, bro. Because
A lot
you
of us
know,
don't know. A
the
lot of us
law,
don't
yeah, a
know.
lot of us don't really know about the law. You feel me? So, um, who's it better to hear from the horse's mouth? This is the person that's basically writing out the sentences for people. They giving the judges, they giving the assistant DAs, they giving the prosecutors the guidelines. So just really getting this information to the
Yo, I
kids.
commend you for that. I commend
Yeah.
you. And yo, I like, before I say what I'm about to say, what made y'all even think about going that route? Like, cause that is important. You don't understand how important that is as far as putting the brothers on game when it comes to the law. Cause a lot of us is ignorant to the law. You feel what I'm saying? Like a lot of
Mhm.
us be like, you got dudes that'll write statements, you know what I'm saying, or do certain things because, you
They was
know,
tricked. They don't.
they
They
was
don't
tricked
even
or
know.
didn't know. Or like I said, you know, like when a person don't know the law, you know what I'm saying, you could tell them anything. A motherfucker who you think, like, I remember, this is real talk. I remember being 17 years old. I'm in Nassau County for murder. And I remember this nigga was in the bullpen telling everybody, like, you know, he was one of them dudes was like going to, he like, what you here for? Dude was like, I'm
He
here
was
for
a
robbery.
jailhouse
Jailhouse
lawyer.
lawyer. Now I mean, yo,
Yeah.
I'm here for a robbery. Yo, go up there and tell the judge, boom, 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 whatever. Nigga like, what? So but I'm like, what? He like, yo, what you here for? I'm like, I'm here for murder for a second. Murder in a second. He like, go over there and ask him for a felony murder or something, hearing or some shit. Yo, you going home. I'm like, what? Yo, I swear to God, I was like, what? Yo, I remember like, what? I'm
Yo,
like,
but
oh,
see, yo,
look, but
it's a
look how dumb I was. I
no,
was
but it's
like,
the
yo,
yo, check it though. It's the yin and the yang to that, right? It's the yin and the yang to that. And I want to shout out one of Amityville's own, Papo. You heard? Papo. Papo is very keen with law. Papo Carter, bro. Like that's somebody also too that kind of like had me veering that direction, talking to him to where like, yo, I want to add this as a program. You feel me?
yeah,
He helped a lot of people from the neighborhood when they was in the county fighting situations and they was ready to cop out. They was ready to throw in the towel like, yo, nah, this is what they could charge you with. They overcharging you, bro. Like, fight them. You feel me? So, like I
yeah,
said, laws ambiguous, man. Just like the political, it's just the way that they word it. So when you got somebody that could kind of translate it to you and explain to you what's going on, it's kind of a no brainer. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to Papo.
yeah. I think that's I think that's dope, man. You know what I mean? Because like I said, bro, you know, ignorant is bliss. And I think that, you know, knowing the law, and it may be a stop dudes from doing certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, like, wait a minute, if I do this, this is the range from 5 to 15. Nah, I can't fuck with this. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because you know what's up. You know what I mean? So with everything, what's the next move? You know what I mean? What's the next move? You know what I mean? Well, let the peoples know what's the next move. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, what can they see from the Mac?
We
Um,
loading up for year 10, man. I'm having a party in Midtown. It's called Off the Record, March 4th. We promoting my new platform, the Policy and Culture Podcast. So we having a party in Midtown. We connected some dots out there. So I invite everybody out there. I'm gonna have an RSVP link up tomorrow. Good vibes. Definitely come out. Dressed to impress. You know how we play. It's gonna be a good situation. I got a situation with a hotel out there because that's something I want to get into too. I'm really
love you
trying to
too,
dive
Prince.
into the hotel business. I want to get into the hotel
Okay,
business. That's like
okay.
one of the next things that I'm working on. You feel me? So we a lot of the hotels in the city is different to where like right now it's a restaurant in the middle floor. On top of that is hotel rooms. On top of that is a lounge. On the bottom of it is a club. A lot of hotels are being built like that now. So
Okay.
those are one of that's the spot that we're using for the party on the 4th. The party gonna be called Off the Record. Shout out to my man David Jack. Shout out to the owners of the building providing us with that space too. It's gonna be a good vibe. Come through. I'm telling you, come through. It's gonna be a different vibe, good food, good music, a whole different scene. You heard?
No
So
doubt.
that's next. That's next right there. We got the We Are the Future coming. We Are the Future Summit coming up. That's gonna be our 4th annual. That's what basically we tap into every school across Long Island, even tapping into some city schools where we bring them. We use Hofstra University the first year. We used Nassau Coliseum last year. Shout out to Nassau Community College. They opened their doors to us this year, so we're gonna be there. Where we gonna have
Shout out to them.
yeah, shout out to them. We're gonna have over like 2,000 students, teaching them about workforce development, teaching them about STEM, teaching them about civic education, teaching them about entrepreneurship. We're gonna have an all-star basketball game as well. I'm gonna drop the location and the date on that. The Mack Hoop Summit, 2nd annual. We doing a national game and we doing a regional game this year. It never stopped. Like I said, we gearing up for year 10 of Boulder Mack Park. We've been at this for a decade now. So the Welcome to the Mack podcast is about to launch too. Music, athletics, culture, and knowledge.
Shout
I
it
got
out.
like 4 interviews already cooked up. I just never really dropped them. I got Jack Agostino. I got Mike James. I just got done interviewing a couple other guests. So once I feel like the time is right, I'm gonna strategically drop that and just hit the ground running with that once that drop. And other than that, man, just staying busy, staying locked in, trying to stay healthy, stay positive, stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? And just staying locked in, you heard?
Yo, listen, man. I'm about to be 41, man. Sunday, right? So
Time
look,
flying. What we doing?
listen,
What we doing? What we
listen,
doing?
listen. I'm about to put the Mac shirt on. I'm going back on the court.
Let's go. You going back?
Yo, like that. Yo. LeBron doing it. Yo, I ain't going front. I seen LeBron do. Yo, going back on the court, man. Sign me up, man. That's
Yo,
it,
nah,
man.
we gonna have
I'm back, man. That's it, man.
we
I'm
gonna
back,
have
man.
about
That's it.
40. We gonna have the 40 and over for the old
Hey,
heads.
what? I ain't playing with no 40-year-old niggas.
Listen, nah, I'm
I
telling
ain't
you.
playing with no 40.
Yo,
Listen, I'm
Smurf,
playing
you
with the
got,
young
yo,
boys.
bro, you got
I
to,
don't care.
bro.
I'm playing
Yo,
with the young bulls. Nigga.
nah,
I'm
bro,
not playing with no old niggas.
yo, they different, bro. We gonna have the 40 and over on Sundays, bro. Come through out in the morning time.
Man, huh?
Yo, them young boys,
I ain't playing with you 40-year-old niggas. I'm playing with these young boys. The
Bean
boys.
had shot it out,
The 18-year-olds, the 20-year-olds, nigga. So when I win, I'm like this.
All right, yo, Smurf,
I told you you wasn't ready.
have a firehouse on standby, man. I'm gonna have a firehouse on standby. I'm telling you, them young boys is in shape, man. They
I'm in shape. I'm in the gym. What? I'm in shape.
All right, look, yo, you asked me to do something. I'm gonna make it happen for you. I got a jersey.
Listen,
for you.
man. Listen.
I got a jersey for you, bro. I got a jersey for you.
That's it. Give me the jersey.
I got a jersey for you.
Give me the 23.
I got a jersey for you,
it's
man.
Over. It's it. That's it. I'm coming back. It's over. I'm back. I'm about to start in the gym tomorrow.
Let's get it.
This $1 million jump shot. Yo, first of all, this was a $20 million jump shot. You heard? I just messed my career. This was a $20 million jump shot. You know what I'm saying? I could have got a couple million from this jump shot. This little mid-range, I could have got a couple million. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But whatever. You know what I'm saying? My days. But I'm coming back, nigga. Smurf is there. I'm back, nigga. I'm back, baby. I'm back.
Let's get it.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, but nah, seriously, bro. Yo, I appreciate you. For truly doing what you do, bro. And I'm just saying to you, as a big brother, you know what I'm saying? Continue to do what you do, King. You know what I'm saying? Because you transforming lives, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
and I appreciate everything.
Let's do it, Shira. Hold on.
I appreciate everything.
Something about some Mack cheerleaders, man. Yeah, let's do it, Shira. Let's do it. We had it going a couple years ago. I would love to do that, man. Let's do it, please. Let's do it.
Yo.
Word. Yeah, I hear
real,
you,
man. Yo, look, I love it, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, I ain't just talking about 2K. I'm talking about, I'm getting on the court. The Mac, hey, yo, Rick, I'm getting on the court, man. Listen, I be in the gym. LA Fitness playing. I'm telling you, I ain't letting these young. Listen, I'm back. Look, I know they be dunking and all that. I know they be dunking. I know.
Shout out Miss Mommy Mo Brewster on the check-in, man. She a major supporter too. She support everything I do. That's one of the real Amityville that I be talking about, man. Like we
Shout it
really
out.
get support from the peoples, man. Like so. It's a lot of good things going on, man. I'm looking forward to the summer. This summer gonna be major. We back in the park. It's not really no changes, man. Like I said, we've been going back and forth. We just finished our last like court meeting with them earlier this month. You feel me? So
Yeah.
shout out to the town of Babylon, the supervisor Rich Schaefer. Shout out to the parks departments for working with us, man. It's not a small thing. You know what I'm saying? It really affect the community. You feel me? Like as far as like people parking in front of other people's houses and stuff like that. So it's a community thing. And I'm just glad that the town was patient enough with us and working with us with everything. You feel me? It wouldn't be possible without them. So shout out to them, man. Shout out to the town of Babylon. Shout out to our supervisor, Rich Schaefer. That's another thing about relationships and stuff like that, bro. Relationships mean the world. So it's like your face card always got to be valid. That's why I tell the young boys, bro, like, you know, if you say you're going to do this, bro, make sure that this is done because you want your jacket to precede you. You want everything to follow up. So it's
Character,
like,
morals,
yeah,
principles, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we had a situation in the park and you know they understood that it had nothing to do with us. You get what I'm saying? They understood that, you know, we had the proper security. They understood that we took the proper channels to make sure everything, you know, was under control. So shout out to the town of Babylon again. Shout out Supervisor Rich Schaefer, man.
yeah,
I
we just gotta
appreciate their
stop
support.
and yo, we gotta stop and we gotta stop giving these people's excuses to take away what they don't want us to get anyway. They don't want us to have this shit. We
Absolutely.
gotta stop
Absolutely.
because yo, they are waiting for something to happen so they can say, yo, see, no, we give you this, and look how y'all act.
Yo, and you know, like I said, Rod, like the peel back a little bit deeper in that, and this is going into, like I said, like problems in our community. You feel me? It's like when we get a seat at the table as black people, we make it 10 times harder for us than it's supposed to. It's supposed to be like, all right, yo, we in here. I'm gonna let you know what's going on. I'm gonna kind of give you the game and
Wow.
you know, make it easier for you. You know what I'm saying? Like we put all of this red tape up, all of these different procedures and stuff like that when that's it's counterproductive because we not scanning, we not affecting other people, we not impacting other people. Like it's stopping here. So again, I want to see the community vibrant, man. I want to see youth programs going on. I want to see the A Center back open. You feel me? It's a lot of things that we could kind of combat this issue with that we got
What about
going
the
on. So,
job thing? My bad too.
mhm.
What up like what are y'all doing for like are y'all like y'all got programs for like kids to get them like job ready too, like you know what I'm saying, like
Absolutely, absolutely.
interviews and
Shout out to Erica Reckner. Shout out Opportunities Long Island. We've been working with them for like the past 3 years. My man Derek Leggett, he got a union job through that. And I'm saying where he's like a carpenter. They provide you with training and they get you your OSHA cards, they get you all of that, and they place you in the union. And I got a
okay.
direct pipeline of that. I just had like 5 people from the neighborhood go through there, take the test and all of that. So they waiting on them to call back now. So yeah, shout out to Opportunities Long Island, man. And also I got a program as well that we just started called Civic
Okay,
Works.
I see
Um,
Richard. Okay,
yeah, we basically going into the high schools, providing them with those type of opportunities, bringing different companies into the high schools. We in Roosevelt High School right now. We in Uniondale High School right now. We not in Wine Dance no more, but we've been tapping into them. They got a few things going on right now, so we just can't get in there the way that we used to. But those are the schools that we in right now. As far as that program, we gonna be scaling the next quarter, really getting into more schools on the Suffolk side, specifically Amityville. So you know, that's what we doing. Yeah, send me your info, Mike, and I get you the Opportunities Long Island thing. The next time that they got the courses, the next time they got the classes, I'll get that to you and you get down there and you know, you go from there.
yeah. So look, man, listen again. I appreciate you for popping up.
Hold on. This is another parent right here. Shout out Miss Tara Nunzi. Her son was in
Let's
there.
have a
Yo, we
shout it
got the
out.
Mack Academy starting. She know making athletes career knowledgeable. Your son is more than welcome. I sent you the thing. We gonna have that program starting ASAP too. So That's what we got. You don't even gotta look
Yo,
no more.
yo, I ain't gonna lie, you doing a lot, man, because you don't even understand. Even for a lot of single mothers that got, you know what I'm saying, young teenage boys, right? To give them something, you know what I'm saying, something to do. Like, you know what I'm saying, to give them something to do, positive. Yo, you don't
Yo,
understand,
Smurf,
like,
again too. You gotta go deeper with that too, because that's the problem. I'm peeping with a lot of the young boys, bro. They mother raising them, so it's like I said, it's just a lot of emotional, like bitch assness with dudes. Like you could tell that they got like issues with authority. Like you could tell they not really used to having male figures talk to them. So the early I get them, and I'm saying the early I'm able to get them, the early we able to get them that processing to where like, yo, you could have a conversation. You're not really emotional. You're not whining. You could communicate to somebody. So when you being raised by a woman, you feel me? That's the only authoritative thing in the house. You know what I mean? So how
yeah,
many
yeah,
times your mother gonna tell you to go to bed on the fourth time? She gonna curse you out. I told you to get to bed. It's a
yeah.
back and forth thing. So that's why you see a lot of exchanges with our young black men. They be kind of emotional. You know what I'm saying? They be heated. So we definitely got to provide that groundwork for our young boys in the community that
Yeah,
don't
because
got the
role
luxury.
models is definitely,
Yeah.
definitely, definitely needed, especially the right role model. And like I said again, you ain't gonna tilt your own hat because, like I said, you feel like it's more work to be done, which is always gonna be work to be done. But what I'm trying to tell you, King, is that look at what you went through. I'm saying, look at the progress. Though what I'm trying to say is that sometimes we do gotta pat ourselves on the back. Sometimes we
Right.
do gotta say like, yo, damn, like because brother, you changing lives, you changing me, bro. You
Mm.
making me tap into things that I never was like, man. Because sometimes things can be scary, and then you see. Like you said, a person that come from the same walks, you know what I'm saying? Your brother, AB, shout it out. That's my heart. Like, I know y'all. It's like, well, damn, if he can do it, I can do it too. I don't have the feeling of saying why he in that position. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I should be there. No, it's like, well, you know what? Let me. And I told you, I had conversations with you, like, yo, bro, keep doing what you're doing because you know why? You a motivation, bro. You know what
And
I'm saying? Time, you know what I'm saying?
A B a testimony to that too, bro. Like shout out to him, bro. He just got his 16 passenger joint. He's starting his rule of thumb business. He moving, bro, and he been through a lot. You feel me? That's my older brother, so I seen the cycles. You feel me? So again, and I'm not saying like, yo, if he could do it, anybody could do it, but he been through a lot, bro. He never stopped. He had a goal. He had a plan. He pushed towards it, and
Got it out,
it
man.
it, it really warms my heart. You feel me? As a younger brother to see it coming to fruition. You feel me? I seen my brother do bids. You feel me? I seen him do it all. So for him to be at this stage in his life right now, this evolved. I'm extremely proud of him and happy. You know what I mean, for him, because he showed extra love when it come to me too. Like with this Boulder Mack Park thing, he's happier for me than I am sometimes. You feel me? Yo, that's my little brother. So in this situation, it's kind of vice versa. He pulled up on me the other day in the 16 passenger. I jumped in with him. So shout out to him, bro. I'm really happy for you, man. And
No doubt.
continued
Yo,
blessings,
AB,
bro.
shout out, man. We love you. Yo,
Word.
we about to get up off this, right? But before
Mm-hmm.
we do, I just want to piggyback, right? When we started talking about your upbringing, because it was important, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't, well, I'm pretty sure you understand this and you already know this, though. But you see how Sweets was your mentor. Sweets was the one that you first looked at as like, yo, when you wanted to mimic, right? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, because like you said, you had so much respect for him. You didn't realize like you became the new Sweets of Amityville.
Mm-hmm.
You became what your mentor, like you took on what he gave you and you elevated it. You know what I'm saying? So like
Mm-hmm.
it's like where he wasn't able to, it's like, yo, it's like he passed the torch to you. And you didn't realize like it's just so ill, like how life plays. You know what I'm saying? Like how you went from being a mentor to somebody to not even thinking about, yo, this gonna be me one day. I'm gonna be the Sweets of Amityville. I'm gonna be the one that's gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a boy who's gonna be looking up to me like I look up to Sweets. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
And
that's a
keep this
fact.
thing going. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
Because, like I
fact.
said, you never know what you may instill in somebody. That's why you just got to keep doing what you're doing, King.
And
And don't stop.
you never know who watching. You feel me? You never know who watching. I got a little nephew. shout out to my nephew Major, man. He gonna be the one that's running the Mack in the future. So that's another reason why I try to stay sturdy, man, because you never know. Hold on, what that Rich Payne, Drew used to want to kill. Yeah, that's a fact. Yo, he telling the truth right there, bro. Yo, Richard Payton was somebody that brought it out of me on a basketball tip, right? And it I want to say that too right there. That was that like he was a real part of my growth on the basketball aspect and the toughness, you feel me? Like, and this basketball talk right now, right? He was a defensive, like he was a defender. He'll get all up in you, you feel me? So I thought I was nice. I always thought I was nice, you feel me? I had the confidence and you couldn't tell me nothing, you feel me? So he coming to Boulder Mack Park. I'm amped. I want to get my shit off on Richard Payton, you feel me? Yo, he was taking the ball from me every time. I'm going up for the jump shot, taking the ball from me every time. I'm going up for the layup, taking the ball from me every time. I'm trying to go past him, taking the ball from me every time. Holding me, pushing me. You feel me? Like, so it was like, yo, it made me want to like really slam him on his head a few times, like to where we in the park, like for real, like really going at it. You feel me? Like I'm telling you, it was like that from the park to the A Center, you feel me? And he was somebody that brought that out of me, that Amityville pride. I didn't want to lose the basketball game because he was holding me accountable. You feel me? He like, yo, this is where we come from. He used to tell me, yo, look up there, look at the wall, bro. This is where we come from, bro. I'm not happy about this game that you winning right now. You gotta get a state championship. So that's what always kept the hunger in me too, bro. Like being an underdog, being an underachiever, never really winning early like that. Like I gotta win now. That's why I gotta put my foot on the gas. It's a sense of urgency, you feel me? So shout out to Richard Payton, bro. He was definitely a major influence on me still. I just missed this call this week. You feel me? He be hitting me all the time. I missed his call the other day, but we gonna tap in, man. Shout out to him, man. That's one of the official dudes at the neighborhood that had to offer on the basketball court and just community pride. You heard? Amityville as usual.
Yo, one thing I'm gonna say too is that you made being from Amityville really like prideful. Like when I see niggas in Harlem, when I see niggas in Brooklyn, when I see certain niggas in Queens with a Mac shirt on, that's
Cause
crazy. That's like because when you see like it's different. Like cause like you gotta understand, niggas don't get the credit that they deserve. And when you go other places and you see your town being represented, yeah, that makes me. I'm like, oh
Cause
shit. Like,
we
you know what
stepping
I'm
up
saying?
there like it's like the Queen of Harlem basketball tournament we just did. That was for like 100 bands this summer. We was out there. We made it to the semis and that. And I fake pulled the what you ever seen the when Jay-Z played in Rucker, him and Fat Joe was going back and forth.
Yeah,
So you seen when he was just throwing mad at the S. Dot Carter wear into the
yeah,
crowd.
yeah.
That's what I did out there. You feel me? Just yo. I'm throwing the Mack shirts into the crowd, man. We spreading the brand. Every time I go out there, I make sure I'm looking like something. I make sure everybody that's with me looking like something. The team is dressed to impress. As far as on the court, we putting out a good product. So they know how we come and they kind of anticipating that. We had Dykeman in the park opening night. Shout out to Ken Stevens. We gonna go back out there this summer. We gonna bring a squad out there. We bringing a squad up to Buffalo this year for a little gun violence intervention game. So just really bridging the gap, man, and letting them know like this what Long Island look like. What they call it long money, this what long money look like. You feel me?
No
So
doubt, no doubt. Yo,
you
listen,
feel
man,
me?
again, I appreciate you, King. Keep doing what you doing. Yo, listen, the podcast, we gonna do that. That's coming soon. I told
Whenever
you,
you
bro.
ready,
You
bro.
know what I
However,
mean?
whenever, bro. I appreciate you
Yo,
extending the
listen, and
platform.
whatever you need me to do, I'm here always. You know what I'm saying? The platform is here. You know what I mean? So, man, yo, I appreciate you, bro. I love you. You already know, man. Much blessings and all that. Yo, let me shout out my dudes behind the wall always, man. You know what I'm saying? LA, shout it out. Hell Mel,
Shout out
shout it out.
LA,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Shout out my boy. Shout out
Malo,
my
shout
boy
it out. You know what
LA.
I'm saying? Rico, shout it out. Um, my boy Eddie, shout it out. Yo, all my brothers behind the wall, man. You know the vibes, man. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. Yeah, you know what I mean? So shout it out. Hey, yo, big bro, to
Yo,
little
big
bro.
bro, I
You know I love
appreciate
you,
you.
man.
You heard?
You know that, man. Shout it out, man. Another episode, boy. Shout it out, man. Air it out, man. You know that. Shout it out.